Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we've been showcasing this plugin lately called Divi Image Hover Effects, which is some great image to text hover effects. And you get about, I think, 250 of them or so. And it really is an awesome plugin for Divi if you like these hover effects. At the moment they've got a sale on, and it's reduced from $50 to $15. But I've made these before in the past using CSS code, but Divi's come so far now you can make a lot of these, or some of these, just by using the inbuilt features of Divi. So today we're going to build this image to button on hover. And basically it's an image. When you hover over it, it becomes a button. And that's a nice little feature. If somebody's sort of mousing around your site and their mouse goes over this, they're going to be looking at that button. Really easy to do. Like I say, the Divi Image Hover plugin is fantastic value, but if you don't want to buy a plugin or you just want to learn how to do this, then here it is for you. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. Now, first thing I want to do, I've got a column with 3 rows in it here. I've got a section, blue tab, row, green tab with 3 columns. And in the third column, for our button, I'm going to use a call to action module. I'm not going to use a button itself. I'll just use the call to action module and use the button from it. Purely because I can make it the same size that I want it here. So don't need a title. I'm going to get rid of that. On the button, put whatever you want to put on your button. Don't need anything in the body text because all we want is the button itself. So I'm going to just delete that. Link for the button. Obviously you're going to want to link your button to where it is they want to go, whether it's an info page on your site or a page elsewhere. Now if it's on a page on your site, you'll want it to open in the same window. If it's not, you'll want to open it in a new tab if it's going to a new site. That way your site stays open. And if you want to link the whole module to where it is, you can put a link in there too. Alright, so for the background, I'm going to make the background white, and that's going to make the button disappear. And I'm going to go to our design now. And I'm going to go down to button. I'm going to make my button so that we can see it. So use custom styles for button. Text colors are white, that's fine. I'll give it a background color that we can see. There it is, there's our button right there. I don't want that little icon there, you may. I'm going to make the border the same color. And we can set a hover color here also. This is common to all Divi modules. If you hover over it and an arrow appears, click on it, it'll give you a desktop or non-hover state and a hover state. The hover state is obviously when the mouse is on top of it. So when the mouse is on top of it, the border is going to be blue. When it's not, it'll be purple. Let's do the same for our button background here. Button background, little arrow. Purple when we're not hovering. When we're hovering, we're going to make that blue. Great. And the transition time, I'm going to make about 1.5 seconds between the purple and the blue, and that's going to also fade out into our image, or actually it's going to be the other way around. But to do that we need to go to our advanced tab, down to the transitions. I'm going to slide mine up to about 1.5 seconds. Just makes it a bit more dramatic. Obviously you put yours how you want it. Great, so we've got our button, we've got a white thing, but it's not very interesting. Let's go into that button and just remove that icon. Back into the button, design tab, button. If we can roll on down, to remove the icon, just show button icon, flip this to off. If you do want one, that's fine, leave it to on, and you've got all the elegant themes icons to choose from there. You can also choose to show it all the time by clicking that, but I don't want one on mine, so I'm going to leave mine off. Great, so we got our sort of button in place there. Now we need to make an image behind it, and looking at it, it's pretty short. We want it to be the same size as our images over here. Now to get the image going, we need to go into our row and into this column, and we'll put the image on the column itself. So we'll go into the row, the green tab here. It's column number 3, 1, 2, this is number 3 here. Go in there, go into the background, and we'll put an image in. We've got color, gradient, image and video. I'm going to put an image in. Choose whatever image you want to put in. I guess it really doesn't matter too much. You think, well, I can't see it. You can't see it because we've got a white background on here. But now we've got this image in here. Let's just save the row. Go back into our module. Let's take our background down a bit in opacity so we can see through it. And we'll make it all the right height. So here's our background. We put the white color in there. Just click on it. Draw the slider down so you can start to see the image behind there. There it is. Okay. Well, we want to make it the same height as all the others here. So let's go to our design. And we'll go down to sizing. And we'll go to minimum height. It can get taller than this, but it can't get smaller than the minimum height. And then drag this down to where you want it, or just type in your value. So mine wants to be about there. I think it was 250. Fine tune it with your little arrows just to the side of the box there. Great. So now we want to push our button down so it's in the middle. So again, we can do this with spacing in the call to action. So let's close the sizing up. Spacing is just underneath. Let's give it some padding on top of 100. That may be too much. I think that's going to be too much. Let's try 80. We can always adjust this. It's about right. And may as well put a bit of box shadow on our button as well. So still in the design, go back to our button. And we'll go down and put a bit of box shadow on it down here. There we are. Great, see that underneath there. Okay, well, let's go back into our background now. Content. And make that fully white again. Now the button's where we want it. Click on the color, bring that opacity back up all the way. Now, to make it like these other ones where we see an image until we hover over it, we need to go into our design, down to our filters. We'll go down to opacity or see-throughness. Hover over it, hit the little arrow for the hover state in desktop. Now desktop, when we're not hovering over it, I don't want to see it at all. So the opacity needs to be 0. So we just see the image. When we are hovering over it, I want it to be fully visible. So we just see the button and its white background. So for desktop, 0, invisible. Hover state, 100% fully visible. Great. And remember, we changed the timing, so this is going to take about 1.5 seconds. We did that in advanced transitions and just took that up there. So we should be good to go here. So let's save our module, save the changes, save draft, I'll publish, and let's exit the Visual Builder. Okay. There we go. Might have to adjust the padding on that button, perhaps just throw it down another 20 pixels or so. But there's our effect. And remember, when you hover on the button, it's going to change from one color to another, and that's going to take about 1.5 seconds as well. Then when you let go, it'll ease it off for you. So there you have it. There's image to button on hover. I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please ring the bell, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.